one and then I put it doesn't matter. Don't bother. Okay, so today, we are going to talk about what women want. Okay, it's going to be very interesting, and I'm going to be basically putting forward a lifetime of my personal research and reading books and reading scientific papers and etc. and try to explain to you what women really want in life. Okay, it's an eternal question, and maybe we never really have the whole answer for that. I suspect I have found the whole answer for that because I've spent 10 to 15 years being fascinated with women, okay, and understanding why they operate the way they do. And it's really been fascinating for me. So I have just like gone through and through and through and tried constantly, understanding how the brain works, how their bodies work, how everything, why they relate with men in certain way. I find men to be extremely boring, okay, in the sense of things that we need and want are pretty predictable, whereas women also are predictable, but you have to understand a lot more to actually understand what they want, okay, what they need, how they function, how they operate, etc. All right, so we will start now. Boom. All right, so understanding women, that's what we are going to try and do here. Now, I have explained to you all, I've even written a book on it, on how the caveman and the cave woman works, right? So the man's idea of survival is very gross, in the sense of he brings home the bacon, finished, okay? Gets the sex, finished. That is what he's not designed to think much. Okay, if he does think, he's dead, his tribe is dead. Okay, you cannot think while running after a mammoth. I've said this 1,000 times. All right. On the other hand, a woman looks at the nitty-gritties of survival. Why? Because she's dealing with a baby. Okay, the baby is this small. All right, the baby is dependent on survival for her. So she has to look at the nitty-gritty. She has to see which berry of which color is bad for you. She has to see which mushroom is bad for you. She has to see why did so many cavemen die in this area? Do we have a predator here? Or she has to also check if the fire of the smoke is going to kill people in the cave. So at a base level, we are cavemen and cave women, okay, operating. So woman complex, man not so complex. That simple, right? Now, both men and women are not understood at all. All right, men tend to stumble upon self-understanding, or when they're sitting with their friends, when they're sitting with bros, they tend to stumble upon it because it is very simple. What do men want? Like I said, gross survival. Yes, there are subtler emotions. Yes, there are other things that men require as society becomes more and more complex. But those things are not as important to us. On the other hand, a woman does not have as many things to manage as she did when she was a cave woman. So she's not more unsure of herself. Okay, what do I do? And what is worse is that women also don't understand each other. Why? They may get each other. That's a different thing. Getting each other is like this, right? I understand what she feels. I get it. Even I've felt that. But there is no vocabulary to communicate that. You need that level of self-understanding, one, and scientific understanding to sit and talk about it. Now, why is this self-understanding impeded, especially among women? It's because society puts its pressure on you, right? All of society is sitting on your brain, making you do the same stupid things that they have done for generations. Go get married, go have children, okay? And then they are hampering your thought process. So how do you expect women to have the vocabulary to understand each other? Similarly, men also don't have it, right? They are just expected to do one thing, but it's easier, like, because that the things are so gross. Like, men, they all think about sex. Most of us at least think about sex. So we're like, oh, sex, yeah, okay. Or we're thinking about ambition, or we're thinking about making money, or we're thinking about doing this. So it's very gross. Now, how do we get above this, firstly? And then I will get to what women want. Firstly, we have to get over our cave woman and caveman, okay? All the things that we like, dislike, okay, prefer, don't prefer. I'm not saying don't destroy them. You have to understand them. Why am I like this? Okay, why do I overthink? Why do I underthink, for that matter? Okay, why is my life a mess or not? Okay, so all these things, you have to sit and understand them mentally. Okay, if you can get a meditation technique, nothing like it. But once you've understood them mentally, right, then you can decipher them. Life should be a continuous questioning. And when you've questioned yourself enough, then you will realize And oh, this is all something that has been pushed upon me. My brain, which is a million billion years old, okay, all those instincts are sitting in me, right? Similarly, I'm basically a caveman. I'm just a caveman in a modern society, right? So I've not understood the complexity of that society, right? And if you don't have the vocabulary for it, go and ask people. Don't just ask people. You can even Google it. You can go to a psychologist. You can learn, read other books. What is all this self discovery for? What is reading books, seeing other videos, etc. for? It's basically to self understand. There is nothing else in this world. So as we understand ourselves, as we refine ourselves, we'll have better vocabulary to understand why we are like we are. And that is how you destroy the caveman, just through knowledge. Okay. So now once you're over this caveman, let's understand what do women want. In fact, even men want the same thing, right? Women want to be understood. That's all. They're just like, hey, they want someone to come up to them and say, hey, I get you. I really get you. Men also want that, but they don't know they want that. Okay, what most men think is that it's not a very manly thing to be understood, right? You meet the bros and you have a beer, or you meet the girls and you show off. That's all. But if you get to the depth of it, so men don't know that they want it. Women know that they want it, okay, which is why they really appreciate someone sitting and talking with them and trying to understand who they are. Most people, especially men, underestimate women, okay? It's become a social thing to underestimate women. Why is that? Because men do not see women as the most important thing for survival, okay? They see them as an ancillary to survival. Okay, the woman is there, all right, but there are other women also, and I don't need her for survival. But in the cave woman's mind, she sees the man as a very important basis for survival. Now you may be feminist, you may be all that, but still you are at some level a cave woman. So first thing we have to, when I say destroy the caveman and the cave woman, this is what we need to destroy. Okay, so when you sit and talk with a woman, right? I'm writing a book called it's called Conversations with Draupadi. Okay, so Draupadi is this main character in Mahabharata, and the war actually happened because of her. But most of the story is not told from her point of view. Why is that? Because people did not find it to be that important. That, oh, should we ask her, or should we dig into her brain and find out? Right? So it's mostly male centric. Why? Because it's difficult for men to take women seriously. So that thing, now my point is, don't take anyone seriously. Women should not take men seriously. And men should not, consider women just like that. You should just look at everyone the way they are. They are. The fact is that they are. All right. And then why not understand? So now I'll say this from a woman's point of view, right? Firstly, you have to understand yourself. If you're a woman, first you have to understand yourself. Understand what's going on inside you. Why you have so many emotions. What are the use of these emotions? What is the survival use of these emotions? Do you like having these emotions, etc., etc.? To be clear within yourself. Make the vocabulary for yourself first. Then, if you want to be understood, if you feel the need to be understood, do not settle for a man who does not understand you. In fact, do not settle for anyone who does not understand you. Man, woman, mother, father does not matter. Okay? If you want to be understood and that is important to you, right, then you wait for such people to come, and they will come, believe me, or else you're better off alone, right? So why do you need somebody? This is only a social concept, and it's again caveman extrapolated into social. All this nonsense is caveman instincts extrapolated into social, right? Caveman wanted a family, good idea, better to have a bigger tribe. So everyone like family. They wanted to have kids, or it was a good idea to have kids. Why? Because bigger tribe. So kids. Similarly with men, ambition. Go get more mammoths. Go and kill more meat. That's it. All right. So all this extrapolation, first get over. This is loads and loads of garbage. Okay. So before understanding women, or women understanding each other, or men understanding each other, or the genders understanding each other, first understand yourself. All right. Destroy all this, burn all this garbage, and then come to the point where, okay, now I can understand somebody. Now it took me like 10 to 15 years to get exactly what women want. Today I cannot explain it, but today if I see a woman, right, or if I meet her for 5 minutes, I know exactly what she wants, and it's so simple. It's just to be understood, just to be talked to, just to be taken not even seriously, just to be treated normally. Hey, let's talk. Whatever you're thinking, it may be important, it may be not important, it may be about literature, or it may be absolute garbage. Let's just talk. Let's have this conversation. let someone ask me 10 questions and I will answer. Okay, so that understanding, in my humble opinion, and from what I have spoken to lots of women across the years, and my absolute obsession with understanding women has come to this point where I'm just like, they just want to be understood, that's all. And in fact, as a man also, you just want to be understood, that's all. Right? So talk first, figure yourself out, and then find people like you and talk. That's all. People need education about themselves first. Okay, which is what Black Sheep Academy is trying to do. If you don't need Black Sheep Academy, at least you learn yourself, na? But get the point. Okay, so that's all. That's all. What do women want? To be understood. But first, they need to understand themselves. That's pretty much my point. Okay, that's the end of the topic. Let's go. Questions? Oh, we men basically want food and a little bit of entertainment. This is all due to women that so many wants are created, like house, travel, cars, and all pressure to achieve or become something. It's all due to women, yes, but then you are complying, right? See, if you're blaming women, you are basically complying by saying that no, you're saying that oh, I'll do it for the woman. No, find the right woman, right? If you are saying you're misunderstood, if you're saying I have to have ambition, otherwise I won't get a woman, that's just stupid. Then find a woman who also has no ambition. You will get women, believe me. Okay, I have got women. It's not that hard. Yeah, true, man. Don't need much to operate. Food, sex, internet, boom. Problem is he has to do all the things for sex. No. Believe me. If like my same thing I'm saying to men, you don't need to do anything for sex. Okay, just be. If you can even just be a simple, understanding person. Okay, basically good human being, and you will get the right kind of woman. You just be who you are. Don't you have to make a car and money and all that nonsense. All right, that is just that's you selling yourself. Okay, that is you are nothing less than a prostitute. If you are saying that oh I'm going to do all this for money, all nonsense. I think having kids is more like an emotional thing, which I completely lack. If you insist. Or do a video on religion. I have already done a video on religion. Please Google it. Just check it on YouTube. It is there somewhere. All right. Any other questions? Whew. I hope I was comprehensive enough. I hope you all understood what I was trying to say. Uh, there is a lot to say actually, and if you can, please read the book. It's free It's free available. It is on my link tree. Okay, just go check it out. Yes, you are right. I have experienced understanding also works, but there are few women like these. Most want resources, but maybe if experience more. See, most want resources, that's because they are trained to want resources. Okay, if you sit and break them down, even they will accept that it's not really about resources. Yes, some resources are necessary, sure. Okay, there you need some money, you need some basic self-respect. I don't believe in the concept of self-respect, but that's for another video. But you need some basic, okay, I can pull my own weight. But beyond that, they just want to sit and be understood. Someone to sit and talk to them like genuinely, and not be treated as objects. See, we all are objects, okay. But the truth is that when we're done with the objectifying of somebody, right? Then beyond that, you have a certain want, a certain need, and that need is what we all need to be. We need to be satisfied at some point. Okay, so first don't say oh I'm not an object. No, you are an object. Accept that, then go beyond that. First accept what is, then go beyond it. No? Or I'm also a brain. Yes, you are, of course, but first you are a body. Okay, first you are someone who goes out there, works, makes money. Then we'll talk about the brain later. Okay, accept that. Then the brain, then the soul, then the whatever you want. Okay, whatever you feel and discover about yourself. Congrats on 2.5k subs. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm very happy. I think we've reached 750,000 views. That's 250 less than a million. So, yay. What else? All right. Shall we end it, or do I have any more questions? I hope you all, I don't know. I hope you all got the point. I'm wondering how many of you all have read the book, because I got a pretty good pretty good review actually, reviews for the book. So what's your views on Russia Mother Heroine Award for having 10 kids? They will give 14 million rubles. Good for them, man. Good for them. I understand Putin's point of view also, man. I mean, like, he cannot just, preside over a collapsing country. It's just a bad idea. But, I mean, even if he does have the anti-natalist sense, he rules Russia right now. So what can he do? I don't think women will respond to it, frankly, because I mean, there will be a few here and there because in the greed for money. But overall, I don't think the Russians are that malleable, that stupid. It's really hard to find a woman who doesn't want to have kids. Yes, but now it is getting easier. Work on it. I mean, it's just a matter of time, like before most people are just like, yeah, enough. I don't know. I find a lot, so many on the internet, so many people I know, so many of my friends, non-internet friends, so many of the women don't want to really have kids. And I find women to be much more anti-natalist than men, in fact. Dude, go to Bumble. Every other profile doesn't want kids. Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, I'm going to take one more question and then I'll end it. Wow, thank you for showing up. Decent show today. Anybody else? Okay, all right. I'm going to end it. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to try and come again on Sunday. I have another interesting topic. It's called why animalism is a bad idea. Okay, like, most people know why you behaving like an animal. No, we are animals. That's fine. But why is it a bad idea? Why is it a better idea to behave human? Okay, something that we have been taught or are learning than to be who you are. Okay, and the concept is simple. If loyalty comes from animalism, like most people say, that oh, it is human nature to be in groups. That is animalism. But if there is an animal reason for you to not do that, to not be in a group, right? If you find yourself a better group, you will not be as loyal. Okay, you'll not be loyal to that other group. So then people will not like you. It's slightly more complex than that. I'll put it in better words. But the whole idea is that as you become more and more human, as you evolve to a certain space in life, okay, your life becomes easier. The way we have designed society becomes easier. All right. Views on Jordan Peterson. He's an absolute. He's just a rumor. He likes controversy. He's a controversy monger. So it is not worth talking about him. Like, he doesn't know what he's saying, and I think I can destroy him on a lot of points. Lot of points. He just says, yeah, this is my point of view. So all of you shut up. It's just stupid. Where's the proof? Where is the proof? Okay, he's very natalist. He's like, no, these anti-natalist ideas. But why? Can you tell me why? All right, and then he's like, no, they say that the planet will be destroyed, which is stupid. Why is it stupid? It is getting destroyed, right? I mean, anyway, I have nothing to say to him. Hey, Rafa, hi. Okay, I'm gonna end this. Thank you so much for showing up. Bye. See you. See you on either Sunday or Wednesday. Bye. Oof.